Hello, everyone. This is Bernie Strum, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This morning is a special broadcast of Field of Dreams Baseball. We were just on Discord, and everybody that was on Discord wanted to see us finish the month of April quickly. Clue was going to sim it, but there was a request for a couple of baseball games, so I'm going to pop on and do a few days and simming and then do a baseball game this morning, just one. And then I'll leave a few days to finish the month, and MV will pop on later today and finish the month of April. So we're on schedule and don't lose any time. After today, the file, MV will post the file, and I guess Steve will post the official file for the beginning of the month of May, and we'll get our manager files in over the next 24 hours. So they'll be in by Friday, and we can start the month of May on Saturday and be right on schedule, even though we had a slow start. Without any further ado, I don't know if you missed MV's broadcast last night, but it was entertaining. If you want to get a chance to go back and watch it, I would suggest it. Here's the standings early in April. Philadelphia leads the Sandlot Division. T-ville leads the Moneyball. St. Pete leads Rain Delay, and Edmonton leads the Naturals Division. And let's find out what games are on the schedule. I believe we're on the 19th of April. We are on April 19th in New England, where I grew up, is a special day. It's Patriots Day, and every April 19th, the Red Sox have an 11 o'clock morning game. So this is our Patriots Day morning game for Field of Dreams. They have an 11 o'clock game. The game lets out. People pour out of the Fenway Park and go down to the finish line to watch the end of the Boston Marathon. On April 19th, as we glance around, is there a game that would be fun to watch? Let's see, who haven't we seen? Well, why don't we do Lancaster Edmonton? Lancaster, who started 0-4, has come back with a 5-1 on the last 6, and Edmonton, the leaders of the Natural Division, at 5-4. So we'll sim up to that day. That game, do that game, and we'll see how much time we'll have left, see if I'll do a second game or not. Okay, T-ville at Cleveland. T-ville leading their division and continue to lead the division with an 8-5 win. Pierce over Jackson. Babe Ruth home run number 3. Hadley Lake at Lehigh. 8-2 Lehigh victory. Jones, whoops, hit the wrong button. Jones over Leicester. Pujols home run number 4. Amazing at St. Louis. 7-0 St. Louis victory. Matheson wins his first game of the season over Matt Cain. Collins 3 for 5 with his second home run. Chicago at San Francisco. San Francisco 9-2 winners. Wood over Washburn. Kingman home run number 2. Hagerstown at Washington. 12-1 Hagerstown. Jenkins the winner. Schumacher the loser. Wagner home run number 2. Let's play Lancaster at Edmonton. Cy Blanton for the Fighting Amish will be facing Noodles Hahn. Welcome to Sportsman's Park, where it's Lancaster against Edmonton. Lancaster has won 5 straight. Cy Blanton takes the mound for Lancaster. He's made 2 starts on the year as 1-1 with an ERA of 2.00. His first start against Edmonton, he'll be opposed by Noodles Hahn. He's made 3 starts in the years 3-0 with an ERA of 5.96. They must be hitting behind him. His first start against Lancaster, it's 67 degrees, wind speed 6 miles per hour. It's out to left center field. Let's go down to the field. There's Hahn's first pitch, and there is a line out to Willie Wilson in right field. Line up for Lancaster, LeMahieu at second, who just lined out to Willie Wilson. Mauer catching, batting second. Kraveth, DH, third. Nicholson in right field. Cleanup, Felch in left, fifth. Bottomley at first, sixth. Carey in center, seventh. Robinson at third, batting eighth. And Sewell playing shortstop and hitting ninth. In the outfield, Cruz, Williams, and hiding behind the lineout, Willie Wilson. Ramirez, Lindor, Gehringer, Mattingly, and Cochran catching in the infield. Hahn is doing the pitching, and I'm almost positive the DH in this game is Hatterberg. Greenberg's not in the game. I wonder if he's injured. We'll find out a little later. Mauer steps in. Pops it up. It's going to be out of play. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit in the right field for Joe Mauer. Runner on first. Hahn checks on Mauer, who's not going anywhere. Kraveth stepping in. And he's going to hit it to short to Gehringer for one. Over to first. It's too late. Kraveth beats it out. 2 down. Kraveth at first. He is a threat to steal. Bill Nicholson ends the top half of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. Lancaster, nothing. Edmonton coming to bat. Lineup for Edmonton. Gehringer hitting first at second. Wilson in right. Batting second. Williams in center, batting third. Cochran catching, hitting cleanup. Mattingly fifth at first. Cruz in left sixth. Lindor at short seventh. Hatterberg, the DH, batting eighth. And Ramirez at third base and batting ninth. Blanton delivers to Gehringer. Foul ball. Base hit to left field. Charlie Gehringer on first base. Willie Wilson up. He bunted. Sacrifice successful. Gehringer at second. Bernie Williams. Blanton pitching carefully. Walks Williams. Runners on first and second. One away for Mickey Cochran, who hits it to LeMahieu to Sewell for one. Over to Bottomley. Double play. 4-6-3. We head to the top of the second. No score. Felch, Bottomley, and Carey to face on. Line drive to Lindor. One away. Bottomley to right. Wilson snares that one. And Max Carey pops it up to the infield. Ramirez calling everyone off. We head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Blanton to pitch to Mattingly. Pops it up in the infield. LeMahieu puts it away. Jose Cruz. Slow roller to Sewell. He's going to boot the ball for an error as he had a hurry, as Cruz was really motoring down that first baseline. He's on first, a threat to steal for Lindor. The pitch. Hit and run, but that's foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. There goes the runner. Ground ball to Bottomley, also foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw to first. Cruz is back safely. Blanton delivers. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Scott Hatterberg up. There goes Cruz. He's thrown out, attempting to steal third. In the manager file, if you don't want your players stealing third, you can always put never or rarely, and crazy steals of third will then slow down quite a bit. The pitch to Hatterberg. Lindor takes off. There goes the throw. He's safe at second base. First stolen base of the year for Lindor. Hatterberg with a chance to knock him in. Struck out to end the inning. We head to the top of the third. No score here at Sportsman's Park. Brooks Robinson, Sewell on the top of the order to face Noodles Hahn. Gehringer to Mattingly, one away. Joe Sewell. Gehringer to Mattingly, two away. Well, can LeMahieu hit ground out to second base? Let's find out. He's going to pop it up behind home plate. Cochran watches it go in the stands. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball to right. Wilson puts it away. Bottom of the third. Ramirez, Gehringer, and Wilson to face Blanton. Slow roller to first. Bottomly flips to Blanton, covering, one down. Gehringer. Base hit, left center field. Will it be a double? No, it will be a single. I just noticed I need a picture bottomly. Let's go to Lancaster's roster. Waiting for the photos to populate. There we go. Bottomly. There we go. Do we like that picture? Oh, I like this one better. Here we go. We now have a photo. Okay, we're ready. Wilson. Gehringer at first. Base hit in the right field, Willie Wilson. Okay, there appeared to have been a technical difficulty. I'm not sure what happened. We appear to be back. I'm waiting to see if anybody can hear anything. Okay, Clue, thank you very much. I don't know what happened. I hadn't looked down at my monitor that I'm monitoring YouTube with, but apparently something went wrong. We're back here for I don't know what you guys missed, but it is now 5-0 Lancaster, bottom of the 7th inning. I don't know how long it was out, but it was out. We're back. Blanton still on the mound for Lancaster to face Lindor, Hadenberg, and Ramirez. Bottomley to Blanton for the out. One down. Hadenberg 0 for 2. Hadenberg puts one into the stands, and Blanton can just watch in amazement as Hadenberg rounds the bases, and it's now 5-1. Jose Ramirez. Ground ball to LeMahieu. Ramirez is out. 2 down for Garinger, 2 for 3 on the day. Base hit in the right field. Garinger at first. Willie Wilson up. Blanton delivers. Base hit in the left field. Garinger to third. First and third, 2 outs for Bernie Williams. Bases now loaded. As David Lando says hello, hello. I don't know what happened to the broadcast. I'm not sure how long it was black, but as I looked down, I saw what happened. Was there a storm? And there was an MLB blackout, according to Clue, but who knows? Started it again, and here we go. Blanton to face Cochran with the bases loaded. Someone's ejected. Blanton argued the call as he walked the batter. Blanton is out of the game. 5-2, bases still loaded. Here we go. I don't know why the computer's not picking a guy. Here, let me go up here. We can put Lancaster on computer. They'll pick a guy now. Quinn coming in. The pitch to Mattingly. Maurer throws to third. Cochran dives back to the bag. He's safe. That was a throw to first. Really weird, but there's a fly ball. That throw looked like it went to third. Cochran's on first, so who knows? Whatever it is, I know it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. Quinn is pitching for Lancaster. This is his second outing. He's got a 7.71 ERA. Mattingly hits the ball up the middle. Sewell makes a great play, tosses him out to end the inning. Not before Edmonton gets a couple of runs back and going to the top of the 8th. It's 5-2. Bottomley pops it up to Lindor, 1 down. McCary, base hit into center field. That's going to be a double, his 4th of the season. Brooks Robinson will face Noodles Hahn. Carry on second. Base hit into center field. Run will score. That'll turn out to be a double for Brooks Robinson. 6-2. Noodles on still on the mound to face Sewell. Ground ball back to the mound. Over to Mattingly. Robinson holds second, 2 away for LeMahieu. Grounded to Lindor. Smooth play over to Mattingly. He's out. Head to the bottom of the eighth. 6-2. Hal Chance is coming in to play first base. Paul Wainer in right field. Here we go. Lancaster 6 out away for extending their winning streak. Jose Cruz will dribble to third. Robinson picks it up and puts it in his pocket. Cruz on first. Lindor up. That ball's hit to right. Wainer has it for the out. Cruz still on first. Hattenberg homered his last time up and walks this time. Runners on first and second for Ramirez. Base hit up the middle. Cruz, less than 2 outs, will hold at third. Bases loaded. Gehringer 3 for 4. Quinn still in there. Walks Gehringer. A run will score. 6-3. Puts the tying run on first for Willie Wilson. Wilson, a slow roller to Sewell, makes a great play over to LeMahieu, gets the out, but Wilson, too much speed, can't get the double play. Another run scores, however, and the Edmonton Express closed the gap. It's now 6-4. Aaron Reed comes by this morning. Here's the pitch to Bernie Williams. Line drive, base hit, 6-5. Wilson goes to third. Poor play by Sewell. That's his poor play number 2. Lancaster's seen enough of Quinn. Ryan Duran, with his famous glasses, step up to the plate. Cochran 0 for 2. Bases are not loaded. Bases have a runner on third and first. 1-run game. Here's the pitch to Cochran. There's a line drive. That's going to be 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Williams will be taking off with the pitch. And there's a base hit in the right field, and it is all tied up at 6 here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Edmonton plates 4 runs against the bullpen of Lancaster. Go-ahead run, Bernie Williams 90 feet away. Don Mattingly, who's 0 for 4, steps into the face Ryan Duran. And there'll be a fly ball to the left. Felch puts it away. We head to the 9th, but we're tied at 6. We've got a good game going here. Sort of reminds me of a mini version of the game MV did last night between myself and Lehigh. Noodles Hahn, who's still on the mound, now in line to win the game if they can score in the bottom of the inning, will pitch to Maurer. Ground ball back to Hahn, 1 down. Gabby Craveth flies to right. Wilson with the routine play. Hahn turns red at 152 pitches, but will stay in there. Wainer to right. Wilson puts it away. 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning, where Edmonton will try to walk it off, sending up Cruz, Lindor, and Hattenberg to face Ryan Duran. Ground ball to Brooks Robinson. Poor play. I've never seen a poor play and turn into anything but the runner being safe. Brooks Robinson, poor play number 1, highly unlike Brooks Robinson. Base stealing Jose Cruz on first. Francisco Lindor at the plate, throw to first. Cruz is back. Throw to first again. Crowd doesn't like it. Duran winds. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Cruz is going to go to third. He is going to hold. And Edmonton has a walk-off set up with runners at first and third. Nobody out. And Hatterberg stepping into the batter's box. Will Ryan Duran stay in? Looks like it. Here's the pitch to Hatterberg. Bases are now loaded. Nobody out. Jose Ramirez 1 for 4 in the game today. Ryan Duran delivers. He pops it up. That's just as bad as a strikeout. 1 down. Now puts the double play in order as Geringer steps into the batter's box with 3 hits today. Can Ryan Duran strike him out? Can Ryan Duran induce a double play ball? Let's find out. Geringer hits a fly ball, short center field. Carey comes in, has got it. Jose Cruz can't go anywhere. That was too shallow. Duran 1 out away from getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam in the bottom of the 9th. Will face Willie Wilson. He walks him in, and the game is over. Willie Wilson walks as Ryan Duran almost gets out of the jam, but doesn't do it. The Edmonton Express defeat Lancaster 7-6. 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Express. Lancaster 6-10-1. Let's go to the box score. What time is it here? It is 10 a.m. We got time for one more game before we have to start our day. Lancaster, 3 for 5 for Maurer, 3 for 4 for Robinson, but it wasn't enough as the top of the order, Geringer, Wilson, Williams, and Cochran did very well with 8 hits in the top 4 spots in the order. The bottom 4 spots got 5 hits. And Noodles Hahn went the distance, 9 innings, 10 hits, allowed 6 runs. He is now 4-0 on the season. The losing pitcher was Ryan Duran, who walked in the winning run. Blanton pitched 6 2/3 of 7-hit ball, allowing only a couple of earned runs, striking out 6, walking 5. Quinn with a hold, but Duran couldn't hold it as he walked in the go-ahead run. Okay. There we go there. Let's go to the schedule, sim the rest of today's games. Florence at Beantown, 12-3 Beantown. Luke over Lopat. Home run number 2 for Ordonez. Vegas at Long Island. Long Island wins 5-2. Palmer the winner, Palmer the loser. Those are 2 different Palmers. Alou, home run number 1. On to the 20th. Hagerstown at Washington. Hagerstown loses to Washington 7-1. Waddell over Comer. D-Gens at Crystal Lake. Well, a football score 21-5. D-Gens with 21 runs against Gibson. That must be an interesting box score. We'll have to check it out a little later. Molina, home run number 3. Amazing at St. Louis. St. Louis defeats Amazing 13-6. Brown over Frost. Vegas at T-ville. T-ville shuts out Vegas 5-0. Joss against Lemon. Babe Ruth, home run number 4. Hadley Lake at Long Island. 8-3 Long Island. Cole over Dean. Murray, home run number 5. Beantown loses to Chico's 6-1. Johnson over Garcia. Doby, home run number 7. Philadelphia at Florence. Florence upsets Philadelphia 6-5 in 11 innings. Carsey over Franco, home run number 2 for McBride. And Lehigh visits Cleveland, and Cleveland puts up 16 runs on Lehigh's pitching staff. It's 16-5. I played him this year so far, scored a lot of runs. Something going on with Lehigh's pitching staff. Candelaria, 2-0 over Adams. Larkin, home run number 1. Let's go to the 21st. Let's see who plays. Everybody plays. I don't play. Chico's at Beantown. 6-0 Beantown. Vaughn over Hernandez. Chicago back in the mix at Lancaster. Lancaster defeats Chicago 4-0. Ford over Law. D-Gens, who put up 21 runs last time, can only get 3 runs against Crystal Lake, and Crystal Lake wins that game 10-3. Wainwright over Warnocky. Whitaker goes 3 for 4. If you have a W in your last name, you've got a headline in that game. Florence at home against Philadelphia. Philly squeaks by Florence 6-5. Benitez over Carsey. Zernial home run number 3. Lehigh at Cleveland. Their pitching staff makes a comeback. 4-2 winners. Lehigh. Brown over Bibby. Hadley Lake at Long Island. Long Island 3-2 winners. Wagner over Hubble. Long Island starting to make a push for the top of the division. Manchester loses to St. Louis in a football score, 15-12. Pote, the winner. Smith, the loser. Snyder, home run number 3. He had 5 RBIs, 15-12. A lot of high-scoring games this season. And Hagerstown defeats St. Pete 7-1. We head to the 22nd. Do I want to play any games here? Let's play St. Louis and Manchester. That ought to do it. And then we'll wrap it up, and we'll leave the final week of the month of April to MV. Before we get to the last game, let's auto play. Beantown loses to Chico's 12-7. Seaver over Gomez. Bench with his first home run of the year. D-Gens loses to Crystal Lake 2 in a row. Ryan over Tiant. Vegas at T-Ville. Vegas losing, T-Ville winning. All is back to normal in the Moneyball division. 8-3 T-Ville over Vegas. Weathers over Plank. Randolph home run number 1 as my team descends into 500 baseball where it belonged. Don't know how an 8-4 start happened, but it's now 8-7. T-Ville 10-1 leads the Moneyball division. Lehigh in second place. That is most likely what you're going to see at the top of the Moneyball division for the entire season. Long Island on a winning streak loses to Hadley Lake 4-0, roughing over Pfister. Philly 10-3 winners over Florence. Blue over Lee. Jackson home run number 4. Lehigh 2-1 winners over Cleveland. Cole over Walsh. And that puts both T-Ville and Lehigh with 10 wins apiece. Lehigh's got more games and more losses with 5. He's 2 games back at T-Ville, and that's pretty much what you're going to see at the top of that division for the rest of the season. Washington at Amazing. Amazing defeats Washington 2-1. Messerschmitt over Coombs. Lancaster at home at facing Chicago. Chicago squeaks by. Root now 3-0. Ryan Duran loses another one. Nicholson home run number 3. Chicago 7-7 on the season. And we're going to play St. Louis at Manchester. Christy Matheson will face Cy Falkenberg. Welcome to Coors Field for tonight's game between St. Louis and Manchester. Christy Matheson takes the mound for St. Louis. He's made 4 starts in the years, 1-3 with an ERA at 2.91. His first start against Manchester, He'll be opposed by Cy Falkenberg. He'll be making his first start of the year. It's 51 degrees, wind speed at 7 miles per hour. It's in from left field. And Collins begins the game by hitting the ball back to the mound. He moved this down a little bit. 1 out. Lineups for St. Louis. Collins, you just saw, leading off at second. Delgado at first, batting second. Delahanty in left, batting third. Trout, center, batting cleanup. Salmon, batting fifth and right. Snyder, the DH, sixth. Vaughn at short, seventh. Piazza catching eighth. Rowland playing third, batting ninth. In the outfield, DiMaggio, Roush, and Robinson. Quite an outfield. Boyer, Tulowitzki, Morgan, and Votto. It's quite an infield. York catching. Falkenberg pitching. Delgado stepping in. Here's the pitch. Delgado walks. Runner on first. Delahanty to face Falkenberg. Line drive, base hit to left. Delgado is going to hold at second. And St. Louis has got a rally going with 1 out in the top of the first. Mike Trout. There's 2 down as Trout strikes out. Tim Salmon to face Falkenberg. And he goes down as Falkenberg bears down. We head to the bottom of the first. St. Louis nothing. Red Bolts coming to bat. Matheson facing Morgan. Base hit. It's a double for Joe Morgan. Double number 2 on the season as Joey Votto steps in. Both those players have played for St. Louis in the past. 1 down. Joe DiMaggio, speaking of players that played, all 3 have played for St. Louis. Throw to second. Morgan's back. Matheson delivers to DiMaggio. Fly to right. It's going to be an out, I believe. It is. 2 down. Runner on second. Frank Robinson. And Matheson gets out of the jam. Go to the second. No score. Duke Snyder. No balls. 2 strikes. Falkenberg strikes him out. Vaughn is up. He's going to single to right. Vaughn is on first. Mike Piazza. There goes the runner. He is caught stealing. 2 away. Piazza puts the next ball in the seats. Only took a second to get out of here, and it is 1-0 St. Louis. Too bad about that runner being caught. It would have been 2-0 home run for Piazza. That shot out of here like a rocket as Rowland steps in. He's going to hit a single. Rowland on first. 4 hits in the game already off of Falkenberg. Don't know how long he's going to last giving up that many hits. Line drive to Morgan ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. St. Louis leads Manchester 1-0. I know MV's doing some work listening to the game. I hope you enjoy it, MV. Rudy York to face Christy Matheson. Infield pop-up. Vaughn's got it for the out. Collins. Fly to right. Salmon's got it. And Roush. Up the middle. Great play by Collins. Innings over. Great play number 3 for Eddie Collins. We head to the top of the third, 1-0 St. Louis. Delgado, fly ball, center field, 1 down. Delahunty, fly ball, center field, 2 down. Mike Trout, Falkenberg loses him. Trout on first, threat to steal for Tim Salmon, throw to first. He gets back. Second walk in a row for Falkenberg. Salmon and Trout. Sounds like a fishing trip on the bases for Duke Snyder. Base hit in the right. Trout will round third. He'll score. Snyder on first. Salmon holds at second. 2 away for Archie Vaughn. He's going to hit a fly to center field. Roush puts it away to end the inning, but not before St. Louis scores another run. We head to the bottom of the third, 2-0. Matheson now to face Tulowitzki, Boyer, and Morgan, the top of the order. Fly to left, 1 down. Boyer hits it in the gap in right center field. That will be a triple as Boyer slides into third base. Runner on third, only 1 out. Infield stays back. Matheson pitches to Morgan, who hits a base hit in the right field, knocks in the tie. 1 run. It's now 2-1. Morgan on first base will definitely try to run. Let's see what happens with Joey Votto. Morgan steals base number 4. No throw by Piazza. Fly to center. Trout has it for the out. And Joe DiMaggio with the tying runner on. He's going to line out to left field, or is that going to be a hit? No, it's going to be an out. Great play. Great play number 3. As we head to the top of the fourth, it's 2-1 St. Louis. Piazza, fly to center. Injured and out of the game. Let me see something here. Mike Piazza. It looks like he's out to the 27th of April. Rolling. Collins up. Pops up in the foul territory. Morgan puts it away to end the inning. We're going to need a catcher here. Excuse me. Let's hit the computer button. Downing in to catch. Matheson delivers. Fly to left. Delahunty's got it. Rudy York. 2 down. And Ripper Collins walks. Collins at first. Ed Roush. And he walks. Runners on first and second. Matheson in a little trouble with 2 outs. Troy Tulowitzki hitting .343 is going to put one into left field, but Delahunty's going to catch it at the line to end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, 2-1 St. Louis. Falkenberg will face Delgado, who promptly grounds it to Votto, taking it unassisted. Delahunty and Trout now up next. Delahunty to center field. Roush puts it away. And Mike Trout, who's going to ground the third, but it's going to be a base hit. as it's error number 3 on Ken Boyer. Here we go. If I can get all this stuff off the screen. There we go. Falkenberg faced Salmon. Runner at first is Trout. Ball gets by York. Trout goes to second. Wild pitch charge to Falkenberg. Salmon strikes out. Ends the top of the 5th. Halfway home, it's 2-1 St. Louis. Boyer, Morgan, and Votto. Boyer up. That last error did not hurt. Fly to left. It's off the wall. Boyer, who tripled, now has a double. He's at second. Nobody out. Joe Morgan. Fly to left. Delahanty's got this one, however. Boyer has to go back to second. Joey Votto. Strikeout number 4 for Matheson. And Jolton Joe DiMaggio is going to hit a line drive to Collins at second base to end the inning. We head to the 6th, 2-1 St. Louis. Falkenberg, pitching a good game, will face Snyder, Vaughn, and Downing. Snyder walks. Vaughn up, 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit in the center field. Duke Snyder will go to third. Throw goes into the cutoff man. Runners on first and third, nobody out. Brian Downing, the first at-bat of the game. He's 3 for 7 on his young season. He came in to replace the injured Mike Piazza. And he goes down, strikeout number 6 for Falkenberg. Scott Rowland. There goes Vaughn. He's caught stealing. Out number 2, and suddenly a promising inning is 1 out away from ending. Falkenberg on the ground, foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Falkenberg's pitch. Fly ball to left. It's deep. It's off the wall. Runner will score. Rowland trots in the second. It is now 3-1 St. Louis. Number 3, double for Rowland. Eddie Collins, top of the order, runner on second. Strikeout number 7. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 3-1 St. Louis. Robertson, York, and Collins to face Matheson. Robertson lines out directly to the pitcher, 1 down. Rudy York hits it on the ground to Rowland across the diamond to Delgado for the out. 2 down. And Ripper Collins hits a base hit. Collins at first. Ed Roush up. Another hit in the left field. Runner's going to be on first and third. 2 out hits. Troy Tulowitzki trying to get the Red Bolts closer. Fly ball to left. It's deep. Delahanty gets it in front of the fence, however. The threat goes by the board. We head to the 7th, 3-1 St. Louis. Falkenberg still on the mound. Didn't think he was going to be here after allowing a lot of hits early on, but he's still there facing Delgado, Delahanty, and Trout. Fly ball deep to center field. It's off the wall. Delgado does what he does best. Puts a charge in the ball, and he's on second base with his 4th double of the year to lead off the top of the 7th. Ed Delahanty. Strikeout number 8 for Falkenberg. Mike Trout. Trout walks, puts the double play in order for Tim Salmon. 182 on the season. No hits today. But he's got one now as he hits it down the left field line. This will score Delgado. Will it score Trout? Trout is going to be held at third base as Tin Salmon doubles and the fishing buddies are on. Salmon and Trout. Second and third. One away for Duke Snyder. Are they going to walk him or are they going to pitch to him? Falkenberg pitches to him, back to the mound. Over to Votto. Trout has to hold. Two away here. Lucky if that gets by Falkenberg, that's in the center field for a hit. Archie Vaughn grounded to short. Tulowitzki, perfect throw. The inning is over. We head to the bottom of the seventh, 4-1 St. Louis. Matheson to face Boyer, who's tripled and doubled in today's game, Morgan and Votto. Boyer hasn't had any trouble with Matheson, and now he singles. One hit, a home run shy of the cycle for Ken Boyer. Morgan up, runner on first. Fly ball, center field. Trout puts it away. Joey Votto. Fly ball deep in the right field. Salmon puts that away. They're hitting him, Matheson, but they're not quite getting out as Joe DiMaggio steps in. He hits a slow roller to short. Vaughn gets him at first. Quick inning after the first hit. We go to the top of the eighth, 4-1 St. Louis. Falkenberg pitching to Downing, who grounds to Tulowitzki. He's out, one down. Rudy York sends the sign out. Roland swings, pops it up. Third baseman calls for it. Eddie Collins says something to Rudy York as he steps into the batter's box. These guys know each other. The pitch, fly to center. Easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the eighth, 6 outs away from a Hawks victory. Matheson to face Robinson, York, and Collins. And Robinson puts one out of here. Home run number 4. Robinson's tailor-made for Coors Field, as he never hit like that for me. He was a average outfielder that sometimes put in a better than average season, but he's going to do well, I believe, in Coors Field. It is 4-2 as Rudy York steps in. York puts it deep into left field. It's off the wall. Home run and a double. I don't know how long Matheson's going to stay in. My guess would be he's going to have to stay in for however long the program says he's going to stay in. However, if the managers were managing this game, you'd probably see a relief pitcher right now. Ripper Collins strikes out, number 5 for Matheson, who now will face Ed Roush with an out and a runner on second. Well, he doesn't stay long. He's going to go to third on the base hit by Roush. Runners on first and third. Christy Matheson now to face Troy Tulowitzki. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Here's Matheson's pitch. Strikeout number 6, 2 down. Little sigh of relief for Matheson, who now only has to face Ken Boyer, who's doubled, tripled, and singled today. A home run, he'll have the cycle. And he lines out to Vaughn at short. Only 1 run scores as Manchester lets a golden opportunity go by the board. We head to the 9th, 4-2 St. Louis. Falkenberg's gone all the way, pitching to Delgado, who singles to right. Delgado on first. Delahanty hits the ball into the corner. Delgado's going to round second, head for third. Delahanty into second. And just like that, St. Louis has runners in scoring position. Nobody out, top of the ninth for Mike Trout. He's going to be walked intentionally by Falkenberg, who is now going to pitch to Tim Salmon. Bases loaded. There's an error somewhere. 3-1 offering. Salmon swings, misses. Wait a minute, catcher interference. There you go. A run scores on catcher's interference. Salmon at first, Trout at second. Delahanty, the only non-fish on the bases, took Snyder up. Falkenberg is blowing up. I know that MV would have taken him out had he been managing. Bases loaded, 6-2 score. Vaughn, base hit. Trout scores. Salmon holds at third. 7-2, this game is being blown open as the computer manager allows Falkenberg to stay in the game. He gets his ninth strikeout. 1 out. Trevor Bauer coming in to pitch. Interesting spot for a starting pitcher. Rolling up. Struck him out. 2 down. Eddie Collins going to hit it to short. Going to go across the diamond to Votto for the out. We head to the bottom of the ninth. 7-2 St. Louis. Christy Mathewson on the verge of a victory. Just needs 3 outs. Will face Joe Morgan. Base hit. It's going to end up to be a double. Third double of the season for Morgan. Runner on second. Votto up. DiMaggio on deck. And there's a base hit. Morgan should score, but he holds up in true action PC fashion. Joe DiMaggio runners on first and third. That ball's into the center field bleachers as Joe DiMaggio, who also hits well in Coors Field. This now is a 7-5 game, and we've got a ball game. There's still nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. How long will Matheson stay in? We'll find out. Frank Robinson hits to Vaughn. Vaughn across the diamond. Out number 1. Rudy York to face Christy Mathewson. Out number 2. 1 out away. 7-5 the score. Ripper Collins. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Base hit in the right field as Ripper Collins gets another hit. Well, I didn't think I'd say this. Matheson's turns red. Ed Rouse stepping in, representing the tying run. Here's the pitch. Grounded to Rollins across the diamond, gets the third out of the game, and St. Louis squeaks by the Red Bolts 7-5. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for St. Louis. 5-14-2. Both teams left a boatload of runners on base. St. Louis left 12. The Red Bolts 11. Let's go to the box score. Falkenberg, the loser, pitched 8 1/3, allowed 12 hits, 7 runs, struck out 9, walked 7. He's now 0-1. Matheson 2-3 after losing his first 3 starts, allowed 14 hits in his 9 innings with 5 runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Hitting stars for St. Louis. Delgado and Delahanty both with 2 hits, 3 hits for Vaughn, 3 for 5. On the other side, Manchester. Morgan had 3 for 5, and Collins and Roush both went 2 for 4. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for stopping in and watching this special morning edition of Field of Dreams Baseball. We are to the 23rd. A week to go in the season. A review of the standings shows Philadelphia game up on Chico's in the Sandlot. T-ville 2 games up on Lehigh in the Moneyball division. Hagerstown a half a game up on St. Pete in the rain delay. Edmonton and St. Louis tied for the lead. Well, it all looks a little more like Field of Dreams baseball after this session. After the MV was done last night, it looked a little strange. Anyway, want to thank everybody for coming by. NV will finish the month a little later today. And I hope everyone has a very productive day. Talk to you on Discord.